The lights inside the grand concert hall dimmed, the murmur of the crowd fading into an expectant hush. Among the audience, tucked quietly in the front row, sat a 12-year-old girl with chestnut curls falling around her delicate face. Her name was Lily Harper, and though she couldn't see the dazzling chandeliers or the elegant decor of Carnegie Hall, she felt the music with every fiber of her being. Blind since birth, Lily had learned to navigate the world through sound, touch, and a heart full of dreams. On that night, the world-renowned pianist Victor Lang was set to perform. Known as much for his brilliance as for his unforgiving criticism, Victor was a towering figure in the classical music world, and he didn't believe in sugarcoating. Excellence is not given. It is earned, and earned alone, he once told a budding musician who walked away in tears. Lily had long admired Victor. Her tiny fingers often danced across the ivory keys of her family's battered upright piano, trying to mimic the melodies she heard on old recordings of his concerts. Music, for her, was more than notes, it was how she spoke to the world. After the final crescendo of his performance, Victor stepped off the stage, basking in the standing ovation. As the crowd began to leave, a small hand reached out to him in the hallway backstage. "Mr. Lang. I'm Lily Harper. You're my favorite pianist," she said, her voice trembling. Would you listen to me play? Just one song." Victor looked at her, noticing the cane in her hand, the unseeing eyes. His mouth curled, not in cruelty, but in the biting honesty he was known for. "Music isn't a hobby, little girl. It's not for the blind to stumble through," he said dismissively. "This world doesn't owe you applause just because you try." A hush fell over the small group of stagehands and musicians nearby. Lily's cheeks flushed with shame, but she stood her ground. "I understand, sir. But music lives inside me. I don't need eyes to feel it." Victor scoffed and walked away. What Victor didn't know was that a journalist from a popular arts magazine had witnessed the exchange and quietly filmed the interaction. The video, captioned, "Blind Girl Mocked by Famous Pianist," went viral overnight. The world was outraged. Thousands rallied behind Lily. Musicians from all over posted videos of themselves playing blindfolded in solidarity, sharing the hashtag #PlayWithHeart. Offers poured in from prestigious music schools and organizations wanting to support her. She received a personal message from a famous Hollywood composer who said, "The world needs your music. Don't stop." But Lily didn't want pity. She wanted to prove she belonged. 2 weeks later, Lily received an unexpected invitation to perform at the World Youth Music Gala in Vienna. Her first reaction was fear. How could she, a self-taught girl from a small town, possibly stand on that stage? But her parents believed in her. Her music teacher, Miss Carla, who had spent years helping Lily feel rhythm by tapping patterns on her palms, believed in her. And most importantly, Lily began to believe in herself. She practiced relentlessly, feeling the keys until her fingertips were raw, memorizing every nuance of the piece she'd chosen, Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. The irony wasn't lost on her, Beethoven himself had gone deaf, yet composed music that transcended hearing. The night of the gala arrived. As Lily stood backstage, the murmur of the crowd sent vibrations through the floor. Her legs trembled. She could hear the rustling of programs, the whisper of expectation. Her name was being introduced on stage. Then she heard a voice. "Miss Harper." It was Victor Lang. He looked different. Not smug or stern, just human. "I was wrong," he said. "I let pride blind me. May I sit and listen?" Lily nodded, her throat too tight to speak. She walked to the piano and sat. Silence blanketed the hall. Her fingers touched the keys, and in that moment, everything else vanished. With each note, she told a story, not just of pain or perseverance, but of hope. The music shimmered with emotion, a melody that spoke to every heart in the room. When she finished, there was a long pause. Then, thunderous applause. People stood Some wiped away tears. Victor Lang, once a critic so harsh even seasoned professionals feared his tongue, was on his feet, clapping the loudest. He stepped forward, placing a hand on Lily's shoulder. "I said excellence is earned," he said, voice cracking. "Tonight, you taught me that it's also shared, and sometimes, found in the most unexpected places." From that night on, Lily Harper became a symbol of courage. She toured the world, not just as a blind pianist, but as a reminder that talent isn't measured by sight, status, or accolades, but by heart. Her journey didn't end with that one performance. She inspired a foundation, Keys of Light, that brought music education to children with disabilities around the globe. Her message was simple: everyone deserves a chance to be heard. The foundation grew rapidly. Lily visited villages in Africa, schools in India, and shelters in New York, teaching music where silence once reigned. She became an ambassador for UNESCO and was featured on Time's cover as the girl who let the world hear. Years later, when asked what she remembered most from that night, Lily smiled and said, "It wasn't the applause. It was the moment I forgave the man who couldn't see my light, and then helped him find his own." And so, the blind girl who was mocked became a beacon to millions. Her story a testament that sometimes, the most powerful vision comes not from the eyes, but from the soul. The world listened, and in doing so, saw more clearly than ever before.